Absolutely.
Well, Montrae, we're looking forward to seeing you there.
Yes, sir. I cannot wait.
Thank you so much for this exposure. It really means a lot to us.
Thank you both, and thank you for coming on the show, and congratulations again to the both of you. And I can't wait, and I'm going to get that picture in, Dr. Jackson.
Yeah, you hear now, picture and the video. Now, if you got a picture of you singing and make sure the lighting is good and that you looking your best, all right.
Yes, sir.
And then they're going to say, who is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for coming on today, to both of you. We love you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The one and only, the founder of the Stellar Gospel Music Awards, Dr. Don Jackson, and also the founder and president of Mississippi Mass Choir, Mr. Jerry Mannery, right here on the Montrae Tisdale Show. Don't you touch that dial. Why don't we go to some good choir music right here? We'll be right back after the break. Don't touch that dial. It's the number one show for blazing hip hop, R&B, and the number one show for gospel music, the Montrae Tisdale Show, only on Power 103.5. I am Montrae Tisdale.
You're listening to a new generation of gospel music. Gospel music. It's the Montrae Tisdale Show on Power 103.5.
Through everyday trials of life, the enemy will have you question your very existence. So I come to encourage you, the believer, that God made me. He made me who I am. Come on and say it with me. God made me. God made me. He made me. He made me who I am. Put a smile on your face and lift your head and say, God made me. He made me. He made me who I am. You may be feeling down, but pick yourself up and say it. He made me who I am. So repeat these words after me. Say it. I'm a conqueror. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. Come on, say it to yourself. Say I'm a believer. I'm an achiever. I won't be blocked. Don't let the devil steal your joy. And you know why? Because God made me. I see you sitting there with your head hung down, wondering what tomorrow is going to bring. But if God cares for the lilies of the field and the fowl of the air, ask yourself, how much more does he care for me? That's why you can say, I am a conqueror. I am victorious. There's nothing that can hold me back. There's nothing that can stop me because I am a believer. Yes, I'm an achiever. There's nothing that can block my progress. Come on, Mississippi Mass, I don't think they heard you say it. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. There's nothing that can stop God's plan. There's nothing that can stop God's purpose for your life. I believe in a risen Savior. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Come on, say it. Now, if you believe it, stand and lift your hands and say it. Come on and say it. Lift your voice and say it. Say it. And declare yes to your will, Lord. Yes to your will, Lord. My soul says, yes in the morning. It's yes at noontime. Yes in the evening. My soul says yes. Does your soul say yes? God made me. God gave me. He raised me up. He saved my soul. He made me in his image. He gave me power. He raised me up. I'm glad God made me. So you ask yourself, does God really care for me? God made me. He does. So there's no need to be ashamed of who you are. God made me. You can stand in confidence and declare to the world that God made me who I am. Who I am. Hallelujah.
On your period, sudden gushes happen without warning. But now you can say goodbye to stand-up gush fears. Thanks to Always Ultra Thins with rapid dry technology. It absorbs gushes 2 times faster than the leading store brand and gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Hello, clean and comfortable.
I stretch, come on, my hands to thee. Come on. No other help I know. If thou
Carlton Pearson, and that next special guest today, who is no stranger to the world. He is a revolutionist. I'm telling you, he is the greatest of all time. He's got history, of course, with the late, great Bishop Carlton Pearson and my uncle, the late, great Wayman Tisdale, who is my hero. And I'm excited because I'm making history with him now because they left me here. He takes good care of me. He encourages me. And he is
you know, really revisited his own life. He experienced all the way coming from Oral Roberts through his Azusa movement, and then throughout the years, of course, the last 20 years doing, he went through an inclusion phase and ended up at this expanded consciousness phase. And so
that's right.
Probably like 2015 is when he came back from Chicago, when we really got connected and started working on and started doing his expanded conscious online talk show, if you will. And so I've been just doing that, working with the local community and people there. And it's been a blast.
So I want to back up a little bit, Malachi, and I want you to tell us a little bit about, of course, I know who you are, and many of us that follow, of course, my late great uncle, Wayman Tisdale and Bishop Pearson. But I want you to tell us, for those that may not be as familiar with you as I am, or our listener audience, I want you to tell us a little bit about who Malachi is and where you hail from.
Okay. Essentially, I'm originally from Kansas. Of course, grew up, raised. You know, I was one of those people that was actually born in, how they talk about you got to be born in.
Right.
And I was actually born in, literally, I think I fell out under one of the pews.
Wow.
But I was born into the Church of God in Christ. And, you know, and I'm talking about old school Bishop Ples, who was one of the I would say one of the church planters for Bishop Mason. You know, they were out of Arkansas. A lot of them were in Arkansas. That's where Bishop Mason was at. Then they moved over into Memphis eventually. There's a whole story of them moving to Memphis. Before they went to Memphis, of course, they went to the Azusa movement that happened in California there. It actually happened in L.A. And so, you know, I grew up in the Church of God in Christ and became a musician, of course. Most of us do, and would sing a little bit, but then I ended up later on in life going to Oral Roberts. That's how I ended up here in Tulsa, as I went to Oral Roberts in Oklahoma Wesleyan, got my master's there. And during that transition or that process, I wanted to hook up with Wayman. You know, my freshman year, I think my junior year of college, you know, I was much older, second time going to school to finish another degree, coming here, and I wanted to do production. And Oral Roberts was it. And so I moved to come here to go to Oral Roberts and do production. And I wanted to meet Tiz, and I sent him an email. And, you know, we responded back and forth to each other. And that was a 2004. And I think by like 2007, 2006 or so, he had moved or permanently to LA and turned full circle. I met a guy and he was like, you know what, you should meet Wayman. He came to my office. I was like, man, I've been trying to hook up with him. So that's when I went to Friendship, got connected with Wayman, and Wayman basically had me go do some things with him. And he was like, you're going on the road with me. And it was a beautiful, wonderful, amazing time I got to spend with Wayman. To a lot of private time. Both people that, you know, I've been blessed to have this.
That's right.
Really connected. What would I say? Just people have some sense of trust. You know, I do what I do. You know, I'm an expert at what I do, and I just do what I do.
Right.
And people appreciate.
That's right.
As you do that, you know, prior to that, even prior to them at Oral Roberts, I would do things with Dr. Miles Monroe.
That's right.
I mean, we would, you know, he would come to the school there, and I got connected with him, and I would, you know, consult him on some of his, even back then in 04, 05, consulting on media, consulting on how to transition with technology. And I remember I was coming out of the hotel across the street from Oral Roberts, and I picked up Dr. Monroe, and it was funny. I'm in school. I didn't have the nicest car. It was just a car. And I was like, this is interesting. And as we went in there, I shot some video and some other things for him, for his home church, and sent it back to them. And as we walked out the church, he looked and a bird flew in front of us. And he was like, you know, I'm built like this bird. I'm built to do this. Even though I feel sick, I know I'm built to do what I'm doing.
Wow.
And I'm like, Dr. Monroe was a person that, like, he would act, how he acted on a pulpit, how he was on a pulpit. He was like that 24/7. He did not put on a show at all. That was just 100% who he was. And
That's
I got
right.
a chance to work and be around Dr. Miles Monroe recently. You can go look online and see that I've done a little bit of, quite a bit, but of editing of some stuff that his son is still running a lot of the online stuff and done some AI editing and things of that nature to clean things up from the 80s. It's amazing what you can do. But moving fast forward, you know, I got connected to Tiz, and Tiz took me on the road, and I got an opportunity to do a lot, just cut my teeth and do a lot of different media projects. You could see some of his first YouTube videos was things that I got to produce. And I mean, all the way up until we end up doing the Wayman Tisdale TV.
That's right. That's right.
Heard of
The Wayman Tisdale story.
Yeah, that was with my really close dear friend Brian Shorthoff. We worked and produced that. Since then we've produced multiple documentaries. One of them's doing pretty well, called Why Trump. It's on Tubi. Tubi actually got the distribution on that, and we there's another one called Chicago at the Crossroads. So from Wayman led to Brian, and it also led to I got an opportunity to meet Bishop. Like, of course, you've known Bishop,
right? But
I was working on a project for TNT or someone, and Wayman was like, call my Bishop. He'll be a good interview. Call my Bishop. And so Wayman was so open and so loving, and he just allowed me to grow and to be myself.
Yeah.
He ended up calling Bishop, and Bishop and I, once we first met in 2009, it was kind of like, 2008. Once we met, he found out that I was Kojic. He found out that a lot of the people I grew up around, he knew. And that's when Bishop and I became really close friends. I was never a person that, when I see people like that, I've always worked with celebrities. So therefore, when I'm around them, it's about getting something done. And so we got connected. By 2011, I went to Chicago and we hung out, and that's when he was really pushing to do his streaming consciousness show.
Mm-hmm.
He started it in Chicago, and I used to love. I mean, some of his early talks. I mean, if a person can really, I understand there's a deep controversy with just the theology and dealing with that universal salvation, especially earlier on in his transitioning process of theology. But he began to really, honestly, move forward in a lot of that, and you could hear it in his streaming consciousness on YouTube of his earlier shows that he done. And so I got connected with Bishop in 2000, and we really zoned in there in 2011. By the time he moves back to work with, to be with his father, who was dealing with some illnesses, in 2014, 2015, that's when we really, really zoned in there, got connected. And I just began to after working with Wayman had passed away, a lot of filmmaking, and I just began to record Bishop on all sorts of different things, just different questions, I just cataloged a lot of just raw footage and even audio. And Bishop and I just became really close in talking about, what does it mean to expand, and what is it about this world that things that we don't know. And we just got to really philosophize and really dig in there. And from 2015 15 till 18, Bishop, we would do different things. He would be here having different things, and I would work with him. 2018, he started working and doing the Come Monday show with a guy here in Tulsa when the movie came out. Of course, that movie was in process for 2005 until 2018. Imagine that.
Wow.
They were working on that film, trying to get it done. I think the writer or director had passed away. And I mean, a lot of people wanted the movie. I think Michael J. Fox had wanted it. Brad Pitt wanted it. A lot of people loved that. Most people don't know those little facts, but a lot of people, they wanted that film because a lot of people deal with the, I would just say deal with the understanding the course of Christianity, America, Western Christianity. It's a very vast, very big entity.
That's right.
Have lived with, and so that's what we, up until now, Bishop and I got back together in 2021. As far as his show, 2020, 2021, and we just start doing it ourselves and start producing it online. And here I am, still doing it, and that's what he told me to do on his deathbed. He was like, "You do what you do. You love it, you like it, you keep going," and that's what I'm doing. And now I'm expanding. Now that we have other technologies that we could take advantage of, so that we can, share our story and share our voice, no matter who you are, right?
Yeah.
Have the tools to do that.
That's right.
So I appreciate it, man, for having this opportunity with you to talk about two people that we really love.
I'm telling you that we love so much. And man, if you're not careful, and this, Malachi, I've shared this with you so many days, man. I just drive my car, just start crying, just missing them and how they have both impacted my life and what they've contributed to the world. And, I don't know if that's something, Malachi, that you ever fully get over when it comes to grief and bereavement. I think that's something, man, that's lasting, especially people that you love, So I know as we both are tunneling through this thing, I thank God that they left you with me to, cover me and to help me and to push me and encourage me and support me and all of those things, man. And what better person than you? What better person than you?
Well, I'll tell you, helping individuals that we've seen as icons, right?
That's right.
Stars. We have to learn or know that, what? Not many people have the opportunity to do these things.
Yeah.
And the thing is not many people have the opportunity to be around such figures.
That's right.
And so one dear friend of mine, he told me, he said, once you're around greatness, you're not too far from it yourself, right? And so it is our responsibility and duty to take what we have learned, what we've gained, take all of who we are in this process with these individual people that really sought out to be themselves, sought out to make a difference, sought out to just honestly love. Both of those guys were two of the most loving people I have ever encountered, especially when it comes to other people. And so, what it comes down to, how is it that we are approaching the world? How are we loving the world? How are we showing, right? It's time too that we begin to not, it's like we study the story of Jesus. We study all these things, and we are still yet limited to what we are studying based on the content and the things that we have been given. But we know one thing for sure within Christ is the consciousness, what I would say, the awareness of it, of what that would be. What would the awareness of Christ be? Not just the historical stories that we want to tell and try to figure out after 2,500 years.
Yeah.
One thing we know for a fact is that how is this love? How are we feeling loved? How are we being loved? And
That's right.
so therefore, we how is that we can lead and grow and actually be loved? Main thing we want to do is we want to be the judge, the jury, and we want to have the wrath of God, and we're just looking for we're looking for an enemy, right? Duality. We're looking for an enemy to come against, right? Versus just being like, how is it that I be loved? And one of the things for sure, Wayman wasn't really. He went to church. He loved the church. But Wayman was one of the most realest person I've ever encountered when it comes to that. And you can only sum up one thing about him with his smile. On his dying day, he's still choking out, going to the hospital. And he's saying,
"That's right.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Wow.
I'm all right."
Wow.
And so therefore, it's like, I live on that. Bishop Carlton Pearson was the same exact way on his dying bed. He's like, we're on the phone. The whole entire world is wanting to get to him and wanting to talk to him.
Right.
And he's like, they just think I'm dying. And I'm like, thinking to myself, you are.
Right.
What are you talking about? You are.
Right.
He kept saying that to me. Every time we would get on the phone or a text, he would say that. And it finally hit me. He has really crossed over into where he is. Before he even transitioned, he's like, you don't die. Energy just changes forms. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. And I mean, that's when it's like he starts making videos,
yes,
on his transition bed.
Yes.
Who does that? Wow. I'm on my way out of here, but I'm going to lead you guys. And I'm going to say, well done. And I'm going to, make my way and be 100% be okay. Be okay. And it was shocking to me when Mike had went to record those videos, and Bishop actually, it's like I'm the only person that he actually mentioned in his last video. In terms of carrying on with what he had left.
That's right.
One of the major things, and of course, there's a lot of us that are carrying on 100%.
Right.
But whenever it comes to expanded consciousness and his online community and what we were doing together, I'm just kind of taking it on myself, which is leading to various different things. And of course, lately it's lead to being able to write the music and just have fun,
Yes.
Loving life and loving people more than anything.
Yes. That's awesome. And that leads me to my last point that I want to get to, the music. Most of you know, like I said, we just dived into the fact that he was incredible. He's incredible. Malachi's incredible musician and played drums and a young church musician and all of those different things, and even produced tracks before. And I'm still waiting to produce his brother a track or write his brother a song, but we'll get to that in another segment on another day. How he has yet to write. He's got all this musical expertise, and he ain't wrote his brother a song. We gonna
after what I heard, what happened with the I guess the BET Awards and just how we are feeling about how the industry's feeling about gospel music.
Yeah.
There's a whole entire dialogue or documentary that I mean, Montrae, this could be something with this and what I have going on. We have to. Evolution is a matter of, we get afraid because of words, right?
Yes.
But the evolution of the microphone, the evolution of the cell phone, the evolution of you, right? If everything stays the same, that's one of the last things Bishop Pearson told me, is that everything must change.
Yes.
Right? That was one of his favorite songs.
Right.
Nothing stays the same. And so there's a transitioning happening within us, especially us as Black people being Juneteenth. There's a big major transition happening, even within what we understand as music and gospel music and its history. And so this thing that you're about to play is something that I'm coining.
Yes.
Got the domain as affirmation music, which is basically the evolution of gospel. How do we, because I want to keep gospel sacred as it is.
Yes.
It's us.
Yes.
To us personally,
That's right.
certain aspects that are sacred of what we done, what we sing, how it brought us through. You know, it brought us through some dark, lonely times. No matter what era, whether it be all the way back in the hymnal era, and all the way moving up where gospel began to really take hold as the instruments change. You know, the Hammond B3 comes around in 1940, I think, or 30 or something like that. And so there's instruments that change. We change, the way we sing change, the way we record change. I mean, and a lot of people we have a lot of pushback, you know, in terms of like, well, this is not like that. That's not like this. You know, I grew up with, man, you get me going. I grew up with congregational songs.
Come on, man.
Joy in Jesus, how about you? You
Come on.
Joy in Jesus, how about you? We didn't have no praise team. I never had a praise team in my whole entire history of going to church when I was young, because we were old school in Parsons, Kansas, America, and we would just have those praise songs, and we would sing those things repetitively over and over again. And I loved it because I just got to play all the time. That's all I wanted to do was play.
Sir.
And so the evolution and revolution of who we are as people, and I have to highlight us as Black people have been creators, and we have been innovators. And it's like from rock, come on, what do we do in rock? What do we do in country? We done we built a lot of those industries.
That's right.
Built gospel music, right?
That's right.
Now we're about to evolve again, adding on to everything else that we've done. And so the revolution of the evolution is that we're going to still be creators. We're going to be godlike, and we're going to begin to actually usher in the new movement and moment of who we are.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Y'all heard it right here. I'm so excited, man. I'm so glad that Malachi came on the show today. And listen, we are going to have to, Malachi, so much we got to undive. We got to jump on live or do some kind of podcast or something, because there's so much that we got to dive into that we just don't have enough time on the show today. But all 25,000 of you guys that are watching, I want y'all to stay tuned, because Malachi is going to write me a song, and we're going to do something together musically, because I really feel like that's something that will just bless my whole life career and what he has to offer, his expertise in this business and his knowledge in this business. I think it'll be a dope collaboration if he and I did something together. So we definitely got to make that happen. And today we're actually going to play one of his songs that is unreleased. All right. Is unreleased. You cannot download this anywhere. But Malachi, so do you have any plans of releasing any of this music?
Oh, no, actually, it's in a private community.
Okay.
If you wanted access to it, you can hit me up on all my social media platforms. Facebook, Malachi Gross.
Yes.
If you just type in Malachi Gross, you'll get to see everything about me, because it's about the first 3 pages of Google. But I released it on Bandcamp to the private community because of the fact that I feel that it's really unique. So it's malachigross.bandcamp.com. And what happens is you'll go in there, and there's a reason why it's $25, because it's a lot of songs, but these songs are designed to shift who you are,
right,
the way they are written, because of the fact that I programmed AI to help me with my writing. So I write the song, it rewrites it, and I collaborate, because it has a process. Music is a process of what happens. And so therefore, and I'll go deeper into that, in that affirmation music and what it does. But overall, you can go to that Bandcamp, and because you're going to get a lyric book and a journal. So you're supposed to listen to the song and reflect on the song, and it'll give you prompts where you write down what this has done to you or for you. Because there's a process of what's going on in you as you get this, because the way this is designed and the way these words are, it's already happening to us. This is just done with more intention. I'm not sure which one you have, but there's 17, 18 tracks.
Wow. So the one that we're going to play this morning is Never Give Up.
Okay, yeah, that's dedicated to Wayman. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait. And here it is right here. Malachi, thank you. Tell us your social media handles where we can follow and connect with you on social media.
just Life Coach Malachi on anything. Instagram, Facebook, just Life Coach Malachi, or you just search Malachi, Malachi, Gross on Google, and it's everywhere.
All right, Malachi, we love you so much, man. We're going to be talking soon, and we're going to get on a podcast or something so we can dive into this more in depth.
All right, brother.
All right, love you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Malachi Gross, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He is a legend. And coming up is his new single, Never Give Up, inspired by the greatest, Montrae Tisdale, right here on Power 103.5.
I want to take this moment right now to give my brother, Montrae Tisdale, some props. This is something that I prompted and programmed in AI, but I wrote these lyrics based on what he has said to me. Never give up, never get in. I bring the fire, fierce intensity, relentless energy. Close your eyes and take this song in.
My life ain't been the same since you called me a friend. Saw something in me, it echoed deep within. Thank you, Tiz, for all you did. You showed me how to truly live. Inspired me to be myself, and that alone is well. Never give up, never give in. Give it all you got like this did. You told me I was worth a lot. Just had to give it all I got. You said bring the fire, fierce intensity, relentless energy. That message lives inside of me. Thank you for the light you gave, the hope you lit, the path you paved. Now it's my turn to rise and shine. Stand up strong and cross that line. Letting go, letting it show. It's my time and it's about to flow. Never go, darling, it show. It's my time and it's about to flow. Never give up, never give in. Give it all you got like Tiz did. You told me I was worth a lot. Just had to give it all I got. You said bring the fire, fierce intensity, relentless energy. That message lives inside of me.
On Power 103.5.
But I want everyone to get up on your feet for this. Everybody.